Good afternoon, Steve Brissetti, President and CEO for your Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce. And here on PV Talks is what is happening in Prescott Valley. We have two incredible people, Mr. Brian DeYoung and Miss Erin O'Hara, representing Freedom Rock.
Yes.
Brian, Erin, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Share with us Freedom Rock, the genesis behind it, how it came to be and such.
Well, my wife and I lived in Iowa our whole lives until about a year ago. And as you know, the Freedom Rock is started and based out of Iowa and is an expanding program. And we paid attention to it when we were in Iowa, and we looked at the rocks that were in our vicinity, but never grasped onto it that tightly, I guess you'd say. And then I had a friend who was a Vietnam veteran, and toward the end of his life, he struggled with his health, but there were times when he was better. And as a veteran, he loved all things veteran. And one of the things his wife and he did were to travel to all 99 counties in Iowa, which each county has a Freedom Rock. And they took pictures at each one and made chat books. And so at the end of his life, when he could no longer travel or anything, those chat books were very special to him. And we saw that, and we traveled to a few of the rocks with him and saw the importance there was to veterans. So moved here, didn't think a lot about it. We're here about 6 weeks, and one of the things we were told is that we should go to the Veterans Day Parade in Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that, and we're very impressed by the patriotism and the honor of veterans in this area. And as you drive around Prescott Valley, you see the veterans' license plates, you see the people in the business places with the veteran hats and jackets on. And we're just very impressed by it. And after the parade, I said to my wife, I think this area needs a Freedom Rock. So I kind of sat on it for 6 weeks or so and wasn't quite sure what to do with it. And one of our neighbors said, you should really talk to the mayor of Prescott Valley. So I made an appointment with him, and in December of 2024, I met with him and was not familiar with it, but was very receptive, and later on decided that, yes, Prescott Valley was a good fit for the Freedom Rock. And I also met with you.
That's right.
About the same.
Yeah.
Soon after that, based on a neighbor saying, you should really talk to Steve. He's very connected and he's passionate about veteran things.
And we are the first town to have a Freedom Rock in Arizona. Is that correct?
That is correct. After he painted 100 of them in Iowa, he decided he would like to do a 50-state tour. And there's approximately 11 or 12 states that already have Freedom Rocks, but this will be the first one in Arizona. So we're very pleased and proud of that. And like I said, it's for the veterans. It's not about us.
It's a wonderful thing. And do we have a design concept yet that you can share?
No. Well, we don't, but we have proffered a number of ideas, because the one thing he does, kind of a little bit of his history is, he was an art student in University of Iowa. And in 1999, he saw Saving Private Ryan. And he was just kind of overwhelmed with the whole patriotism thing, and he knew that he needed to do something to honor veterans. And that's and it's become his life calling. I mean, this is what he does. And like Brian said, in 2023, he starts his 50-state Freedom Rock tour, but he makes each rock is unique to that area. So in Iowa, it gets very down and personal because there is one in every county.
Mhm.
But as he branches out to these states, and whether these states end up getting more than one, Minnesota has several. Texas only has one. Of course, we're on the list. And so some of the ideas we have proffered to him, and he's kind of echoed back. I'm not a betting man, but if I were a betting man, I would tell you that at a minimum, you're going to see the Navajo Code Talkers. You'll see Ira Hamilton Hayes, who of course was one of the Marines at Iwo Jima, and then the USS Arizona. And there were a number of other things that we offered him. Colonel Vargas is from Winslow. He's a Medal of Honor recipient. We have Bucky O'Neill, Ernest Love here locally. So I think the thing to focus, and I've kind of really harped on him, is that make it about rural Arizona. Because Prescott Valley isn't the valley. Like, it isn't Phoenix, that metropolitan area. This is about all those outlying areas in Arizona where all these folks came and served. Another trademark that he does do that we have also expressed interest in is he likes to take the American flag and paint it so it looks like it's kind of draped over part of the rock. And you've seen our rock. Our rock has a nice little peak on it, and we are really hoping that he uses that as part of the area where he drapes the flag. He makes it look so lifelike, like it's just kind of waving in the breeze.
Perfect. And for our viewership who have not seen the location, where is the location?
It would be just east of the civic building where the city offices are, probably about less than a block along the parking lot where the drop boxes are and that sort of thing. It's very, very convenient to get to. It's right near several handicap spots, and we think it's a great location to show it off.
And if there's someone out there in the community who wishes to get involved in this project, who have the same passion that you two share, how would they contact you?
You want me to take
Yes, go ahead.
So we have a Facebook page, Freedom Rock Prescott Valley. As of this morning, we're up to 83 followers, which I'm very excited for.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But we also post on the official Prescott Valley page, and the Prescott page, the Dewey page, and the Chino Valley. So kind of social media. We also have an email, a group email, which is freedomrockpv@gmail.com. So we ask folks, if you have any questions, reach out to us at that group email and we can meet up with you, come to one of our pop-ups. We try to do a pop-up at least once a week. We were doing them inside the library, but now that the rock has been placed on the city plaza, we're trying to, as long as the weather permits,
to do it out there.
Yeah, today would not be a good day.
Not today.
But we like try to have our table. And this weekend we'll be at the Chino Valley Harvest Fest.
Perfect. And you're accepting donations, correct?
Correct. We're doing donations, and then we're selling bricks as well. Two types of bricks. We have the 4x8 red bricks to honor veterans. And then we have the 8x8 wheat colored bricks for businesses and families if they don't have a veteran in their life and they still want to make a tribute. And so we've already had two people in the town. First of all, I want to tell you this, the town of Prescott Valley is so supportive and so veteran friendly. And the town, of course, gave us the land. Now, they aren't helping us monetarily, so a lot of people get confused about that. There are no tax dollars at all used in this effort. But they did give us the land, and I can't even put a price tag on that. That and the town staff has just been so helpful.
So perfect. Good to hear.
So helpful. And so far, the town manager, Gilbert, and Councilwoman Keel, both of them have bought family bricks.
Awesome.
So not just talking the talk, but
they walk their walk.
Yes, sir.
I love to hear that. Yeah, and actually the chamber bought a brick too.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. You were actually one of the first, I'll call it business bricks.
Oh, really?
But a number of businesses, I try not to, I don't want to leave anybody out, but some of them, as we think, we always say Ace, local hardware place, absolutely Ace bought a brick. Jiffy Lube bought a brick.
Love it.
Napa Auto Parts over there on 69. Who am I forgetting, Brian?
We have a half a dozen of them that are still out there and have promised us that they are buying a brick, but as with any business, it has to go through channels and approval and that sort of thing. So we're very hopeful about quite a few more. And, we're using outlets like this to reach out to businesses, and we're just very hopeful.
So go ahead.
The way the layout is that the business, family, corporate bricks surround the veteran bricks, and we kind of say that's like the community surrounding the veterans and supporting them and holding them together, embracing them. Yes.
Love it. And there's no cutoff date to buy bricks. You can buy bricks up until when?
Well, you can buy bricks until we sell all of them. And we have about 194 total of the business bricks, and then 1,500 for the veterans.
Okay.
But we do ask people, if you want it to be there for our ribbon cutting, which is going to be at Red, White, and Boom next year, we're trying to set a 1 March cutoff date. That way we can get the bricks ordered, get them here, and get them laid in time. So if you really want to be there for that ribbon cutting, make sure you order your brick by the 1st of March.
1st of March, 2026.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Truly a passion project, truly a grassroots effort, which I totally dig.
Oh,
Yes.
we're having so much fun. And I think the high point of it is, and I know Brian will agree, it's the stories. It's meeting all these veterans. And I think it's really important for the Vietnam vets. Being a vet myself,
Thank you for your service, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But I was in during a different era where there was a lot of support and people were aware of what was going on. But these Vietnam vets, when they came back, it was not a warm reception that they received. A lot of them were spit on. And in fact, I just had a couple of guys telling me about how when they had come back through the San Francisco airport, and people said things to them and spit on them. And he said, I wanted to do a lot of things, but he said, even as young as I was, I knew in my mind, he said, I don't want to start anything. So he said, I just took it and I just went on and left the airport. So I think that's just so sad. I mean, just terribly sad, but they are probably they're all proud. But the Vietnam vets, you see them the most with their hats, and they're out there and they.
Well, they're heroes, number one.
Absolutely.
And number two, they provide a safe environment for us.
Yes,
Quite
exactly.
honestly. Yeah.
Yep. I think one other amazing thing, if I may interject that
Please.
now, is, like I said, I talked to the mayor and I talked to you, and came out of it. The town of Prescott Valley had their yearly planning meeting, and it came out of there that they wanted to pursue this project, and they picked an incredible leader for us. And the amazing thing is that we have 5 people on our committee, and it is each one of us has one of the skills needed but not a lot of, we have one in sales and one in leadership. I'm kind of provide the project management, engineering part. We have a fantastic financial person, and we have a person who is a college recruiter. So she knows all the ins and outs of setting up a time to meet the public and to show them what we have to offer. And so it's kind of amazing to me. Very, very providential in my mind.
You have a great team in place, and you're led by a dynamic leader.
Yes.
She is a go-getter. You can't say no to her.
Nope.
Well, thank you. We do have a couple events that are coming up. So if you're not into the brick thing, but you do want to help support us, like you mentioned earlier, we are taking donations. But on the 21st of this month, from 3 to 9 p.m. at Chili's, we're doing if you go in, you get one of our flyers, or you just mention Freedom Rock, Chili's is going to give us 15%
Well, I like that.
of their tab
I like that.
for the evening. So we really encourage everybody to get out there. And then on the week of the 3rd through the 9th of November, we're at Culver's, where you can do the roundup thing. So while you're out there feeding your family, you can support
Both great locations, great food, and supporting a great cause.
Exactly.
Yes, and it just tells you a little bit about, again, the local community. I mean, I am overwhelmed and astounded because sales is not my thing, and I don't always like to go out there and be too pushy. But I'm telling you, all the people we have talked to, even if they haven't bought the brick, we've received a lot of in-kind services. As you know, that site, I posted some pictures. There was concrete. We had to have somebody cut the concrete. We had a business that donated that in kind for us. Once the concrete was cut, it had to be hauled away. Yet another business. So it's just amazing how this town has come together and just.
It's a community. It's in the truest sense of the word, community spirit.
The 38,000-pound rock
Yes.
was donated to us by a contractor.
No kidding.
Typically a 10 cents a pound
Yep.
or more rock because of its incredible size. So basically a $4,000 donation.
It's a good character rock too. It's got a unique shape to it, as when I remember seeing it.
Well, Brian could tell you stories about how many rocks he looked at, and he would call me or he would text me pictures.
I looked at a lot of rocks. And I even looked at this one twice, and it wasn't right until we stood it up on end. And then it was right.
I saw it at last week's Harvest Festival, and when you guys were out there, and it's a good character rock.
Yes.
It really is. It's like, I can see it coming to fruition.
And the interesting part is that the artist doesn't just paint the face. He paints scenes all the way around. So it potentially could have 3 or 4 different scenes and faces too. So you don't want to just come and walk up and look at the front of the rock, because there's going to be stories all the way around. You
got to fully immerse yourself in it, basically.
Yes.
Yes, and that's kind of why we've designed the site the way we have, so that it's going to be ADA accessible.
Perfect.
So you can get all the way around the rock. But he'll be painting here at the end of the month, which we're very excited for. And we do encourage the public to come out and watch. Not interrupt him, but absolutely watch him. But that's just one step on our trip to get this site done, because it isn't just about the rock. It's about creating a site where veterans can go and look and honor it and each other with the bricks. In fact, I had a widow that bought a brick. Her husband just passed away last year, and she finds it very depressing to go to the cemetery. So she bought a brick. And she said, it'll be a much happier place for me to go visit my husband. And I got
goosebumps when you said that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is amazing,
Exactly.
right? But if we do have an artist rendering, and you'll see that the site, we're going to build out kind of like little pony walls, which will double as benches. And then ultimately we would like to get a pergola to protect the rock from the sun. So the painting is just one phase, but there's more to it so that we can complete the entire site so it's proper and befitting and a hallowed place for us all. And the tourism, as I know you're a tourism guy, so you know that that's a big draw. As Brian talked, like they do drive around Iowa and visit all the rocks. And these motorcycle groups too, some of these veteran groups, they travel states. And we've had a number of people that have bought bricks from us that said, oh yeah, I visited the one in Nebraska. Oh, I visited the one in Missouri. So it's amazing.
I think to add to that is that we've had bricks, I don't know exactly how many states, but we have bricks that are going to be from Iowa.
Yes.
And I know Aaron took some from other states, and some of the other people did too. So it's not just going to be local. We welcome anybody who wants to have a family member, and I'm going to have my dad's brick here. I'm not sure he ever was in Arizona, but he's going to have a brick here, and it's going to be a place for my family to come in the future and to honor him that way.
In perpetuity, yeah.
And also my friend from Iowa who passed away, we'll have a brick here.
Perfect. And once again, if people out there want to donate or contact you to get involved, how would they reach you?
The best way is via email. It's freedomrockpv@gmail.com.
Perfect. Any last parting words or thoughts or comments thereof?
I'm just so excited. I'm excited. I've been excited from the day that the mayor called me in his office and says, I think I have the project for you, to meeting my team. Because the mayor, he just pushed me a bunch of emails and said, yeah, all these people contacted me. figure it out. And so when I sent out emails, there were a number of people that didn't want to necessarily couldn't go the distance, but this group of people, as Brian said, it's providential. I mean, the people that I have, it's just amazing how we just came together, and it's for veterans. It's just such a cause, and the support that we've had.
Yes,
is just
I think I would like to just say thank you to the community, because they have really supported us in a way that I couldn't imagine when I first thought about this. So,
you know, I was there tonight. It got approved by town council. It was a resounding 7-0 vote.
Yes.
Positive.
Yes.
And I can't recall a time where they all agreed on a specific topic. So kudos to you all.
Yes.
Great. So opening day, what we're looking at, end of October possibly, or later on in the year?
Opening day.
I mean, to see the painting start.
Painting, probably I'd say around the 21st, 22nd.
Okay.
We should start seeing him do some work.
And we have until March 1st of next year to purchase a brick.
Yeah, they can still purchase them after that, but I just can't guarantee that it'll have arrived in time for us to have it laid for the ribbon cutting. Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
And we would really hope to, like she said, with the canopy / pergola, have that all up and finished, and have the ribbon cutting or dedication at the 250th anniversary of our country.
That would be perfect timing, wouldn't it not?
Yes.
So there's lots to do between now and then, but
it's all coming together.
We're going to make it happen.
Awesome. Well, Brian, Aaron, thank you both. Thank you both for what you're doing for our great community. We truly appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing this all come to fruition.
Yes.
And a great testament to our veterans.
Yes.
Well, thank you to you and support from the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
We really appreciate that.
Trust me, we this was a no-brainer. I mean, we were on board to go. So thank you.
Great.
Folks, I'm Steve Brissetti. Look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great weekend and stay dry.